Guys, what is going on? Today we are doing a much anticipated video. I can't believe we didn't do it. We must have forgotten or something. Or maybe he was waiting until I came back. I don't know. But today we are doing a video on the Geo R5 versus the 180R, both from Planet Eclipse. Clashing of Titans here. One the value monster, one just the epitome of premium feel, the beast. Yes, so this should be a good one. If you like this video, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, comment your own opinions and stuff. I don't care about them, but comment them anyway, and we will catch you after the intro.
Doug, you're always so crass, man. Like, yep. I'll get it.
Yep.
You know? Some people love it. Some people are like, hit me up and are like, bro, like, I can't believe you said this.
It's my brand. What can I say?
It is what it is.
Radical honesty. But today, guys,
unfiltered honesty.
We're going to keep it as real as we can, so let's get right into it.
Let's get into it.
Packaging time. It's the same. We're going to show you because you deserve to see it.
Yeah,
but it's
don't even undo it. Don't even undo it, Doug, because
I
got this one.
I'm putting it on the floor.
Oh, you're putting it down.
Oh, wait, we have to do our favorite thing, though. I'll do it, don't worry. Take this and... Goodbye.
Okay, so nice cardboard box.
Goodbye.
And we've got this beautiful case.
I'll part the red
As everybody knows that's ever seen any of our videos, we love the case here. Nice carry handle.
Top tier.
Open it up. Bunch of different slots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's one underneath here. You've got lube. You've got a nice Planet Eclipse barrel cover. You've got a parts kit that is labeled. You've got a color manual. You've got a trading card. No, I personally could care less. And you've got a Allen key set. Very, very nice case. Probably our favorite in the industry, guys.
I could not agree more.
That's about it.
Literally could not agree more. Packaging, it's a 10. Giving it a 10. Barrel.
And it's a tie. Okay, barrel, guys. We've got the S63 barrel system on the Planet Eclipse Geo R5.
I don't actually know what they call it on the one. Does it have its own name for the 180? Or is it just the 180
I think it's like the shaft barrel, but it's like power inserts. But the concept is the same.
Are they the same length? Can you pull that one off?
Yes, they are the same length.
I just want to make sure.
They're both 14.5 inch, I believe.
And they both take the same inserts. If one is not longer than the other, then for me it'll probably, yeah, so they're the same length. It is technically a wash, although I think that the S63 is ugly as sin, so I'd rather see the shaft. Yeah. Okay. I think it's ugly. I think it's
interesting.
Weird.
I actually like the look of it, and like I would say sound signature wise, between the two, I actually think that the sound signature on this is a little bit better.
Do we give the points to the 180?
No, I'm not. I'm still choosing this. I'm still choosing this. It's premium because you get the slots so you can see what insert is in it. You get the FL sleeve on there. And it looks like a premium barrel. That looks like a cheaper barrel.
Well, I'm a cheap date, so...
you choose the 180?
I do. I actually
choose the R5 barrel.
Since the length is the same and the same inserts, they're going to function the same, which is what I care about more. So if I'm going on aesthetics, prefer that. Also, want to call out, this is our Punisher's, specifically one of our Ultimate 180s. Looks fucking sick.
It does.
Somebody should buy it. But anyway, I will digress. Next into feed neck.
They're the exact same.
Are they the exact? Yeah.
They're the exact same.
So
good job, Planet.
Good stuff.
All right, Ty. Eyes.
The same.
They're I was about to say they're the exact. Gosh, we were so close to skipping this one, Doug.
Yeah.
We're trying to keep it timely for you guys. Eye cover.
No eye cover. Well, he doesn't have one versus
no eye cover.
This guy over here. You gotta slide that forward.
And pop off the eye cover.
So really not difficult, but there is technically an extra step compared to the R5.
So well, no extra step. No extra step.
Is there one underneath?
You still got to remove this.
Oh, okay.
But the difference is that with that, you have to remove, in the event that you have a problem with the reflective system off the eye cover, you have to replace that. Whereas like with this one, it would be a little bit easier, just replace this entire thing. But you could also replace the reflective portion on this if you want to as well. Okay. I don't know, Doug. I mean...
That's pretty close, but for the fact that it is a little bit easier, we can go with the R5. I think that's fair enough.
I'm going to go wash. I mean, it's the same system.
That was going to be my initial opinion anyway.
Wash, guys. Very, very similar.
Wash once again.
The reflective system is, in my opinion, one of the best on the market.
He has been known to say that. Check any video on the channel. Ever since that came out, Joel has been
very good.
All about it. Next up, battery changing.
2 AA's. Pull this off. 9-volt there. I choose the AA's.
Why? Oh, because you can buy one set of batteries for your hopper and for your gun.
I really like that. I'm being serious.
Sure, that's
like for me, and double A's are a lot cheaper.
Yeah, that's fair.
A lot cheaper than a 9 volt. A good 9 volt's going to cost you $5. You know, 2 double A's. You can buy an 18 pack of them for maybe $20, $15.
So fun fact: my battery supply for the year is usually worked into like my like my Christmas haul. Like a couple family members will get like a pack of batteries, and I'm good. So literally, yeah. But so we'll give it to the R5. Board and programming R5.
Got to use the R5. It does have the premium board. It's got 3 buttons on the back, 1, 2, 3.
The toggling is just unmatched, honestly. So.
Correct. Yeah. Whereas with the 180R, you only get 1 single button, and you have to toggle through settings using the trigger.
You do.
Whereas you use the 3 buttons on the back with the.
Which is consistent in the price point with like the shocker and stuff like that for the mid-range markers. Nothing wrong with that, but it is a much nicer feature.
It feels higher end.
Yeah, absolutely.
With
100%.
the R5.
100%.
ASA between the two.
Is it arguably the same? Yeah.
From a functionality standpoint, it's very close. As far as tacking both of them, they work very similar function-wise.
I didn't realize they were different at all.
They are. Like, if you look at this one's smaller. Significantly smaller, more milled down. Whereas that one's a lot larger. Okay. So in that sense, I'm going to pick the R5 just because from like a weight reduction standpoint and from a feel perspective, I think that the R5 feels a little bit better, like if you grip your gun low like I do.
But the reliability on both is going to be the same. The functions. Okay. Yeah. So, but we'll give the point to that.
Ergonomics. This is going to be an interesting one because I feel like we're going to differ on this one. I'm a bigger guy.
I have been. I'm a much more average height, if not sub-average in my opinion. I think 5'8" kind of under average height. But I have said before, I loved what they did with the 180 compared to the 170 because that thing was a fucking chunk. But comparing these two to each other, I like the R5. Yeah, I actually do. I actually think it feels better in the hands.
Wow. Okay. Well, then we're in agreement there.
It is longer, but I do like that, and I just like the actual grip back here for me just feels better on the R5.
Yeah. So for me, the reason why I choose the R5 is because the foregrip is a lot larger than the 180R. I actually like the length of the 180R more.
Yep.
But there's a functionality purpose behind why the R5 is so long. It's because they had to, increase the bolt length from a functionality standpoint. With that said, the R5 is very comfortable in the hands, and I really like the foregrip on the R5. So I'm going to pick the R5 as well.
Ergonomically, for the R5.
Weight between the two guys. We are here, and we are going to weigh them.
We are here, and
Doug, I'm going to let you do this one, because I did the last one. Go ahead, bud.
I'm going to turn it around, because I can't stand up like that. I'm not doing it. All right, guys.
Well, you guys are just going to have to trust us here.
180R is at 1 pound, 14.4 ounces.
Okay.
Mind you, I account for like a little bit of the plastic here, but
with battery.
Both have battery.
Geo R5, 2 pounds, 0.2 ounces. So you definitely win weight-wise between the two. With the 180, to be suspected, it's a smaller guy.
Yeah, there's just less to it. Next up, maintenance. Well, it's Planet Eclipse, so.
I'm going to make the argument that the R5 is more difficult to maintenance.
Okay, tell me why.
Just because I feel like the bolt system's a little bit more finicky. You do have the 2 different SFRs, and if you're in a position where you have to use colder weather, it is possible that if you've got the brass SFR from the summertime, you're going to have to change it to the stainless steel SFR potentially, which ties into our cold weather video that we just did. We tested with the stainless steel SFR and it functioned perfectly in cold weather. I think the brass SFR, people are having issues below 30 degrees.
Yep.
So you have to change that out, and the bolt system, I wouldn't say the bolt system's any more complex between the two, but I think the fact that you have to be a little bit more finicky with it is gonna, it's not just plug and chug. That's plug and chug.
Yep.
There's gonna be a little bit more finessing with this in order to create an environment where it works in all temperatures. Yeah. So.
Okay.
Build quality, reliability between the two, the exact same. It's Planet Eclipse. They're both great markers. They're going to be extremely reliable between the two. There was some concern about whether or not this would work in cold weather, and it works great in cold weather.
I was just going to say, let's be specific. Reliability, like from a functionality standpoint, versus a build quality standpoint. Reliability from a build quality standpoint, they are the same. You get Planet Eclipse quality. They're both going to work time and time again. Slightly more finicky markers, so that can function into reliability, but that's more of a maintenance thing than it is a
Correct.
build quality thing. Next up is going to be tech support. Well, wash obviously.
Same company.
Some of the best upgradability.
180R. You can get a different trigger for it. This takes the CS2, CS3 trigger. Infamous already offers a trigger system.
We didn't hit the
You can
we didn't hit trigger. We missed trigger.
Oh, we did miss trigger.
We'll get there. Yeah.
Mech frame.
Ah, yeah, there is
No
a mech
mech
frame for
frame.
that. Do they even intend to make a mech frame for it?
No, and I don't think it's like
Yeah,
physically possible to do
Oh,
it.
really?
It's part of the way the bolt cycles and
Because
everything.
it's solenoid.
I don't know. I'm not exactly sure, and I don't want to get into that because there's people out there that know more about that. But I will say this: there's no Mac frame in the R5 for the R5. There is for the Gamma Core, the 180R. There is. So
Go
we're going to
180.
give upgradability to
Sweet.
the 180R. Going back to trigger real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with R5.
Really?
Yeah, it feels better. This is again massively improved over like the 170. I like it, but I still I'm not in love with this kind of trigger, and just something about the action of it just doesn't always feel great to me. I've always loved the CS2, the CS3 style trigger. Now that they have that on the R5, it just kind of makes sense. I really like it.
This is going to be 5-way adjustable, so pre-travel, post-travel, a magnetic, and spring, as well as you can adjust the face of the trigger to be more up and down, or you can adjust it to be out, whatever the case may be. With the 180R, it's 4-way adjustable, and no, technically I guess 3-way adjustable, post-travel, pre-travel, and it's spring, but there is no magnet.
Yeah.
Actually, I think there is magnet. Regardless, guys, there's more options with the R5 as compared to the 180R, so for that reason I'm picking the Geo R5 when it comes to the trigger.
I just think it feels better too. Not that the 180 feels bad, I just think that feels better.
The shot quality, we gotta go outside and talk about that, and then once we are done shooting them and talking about all the different things that these markers can do, we'll see you guys back in the studio.
All right, guys, outside time. It is now 3 degrees in Ontario, so
It's cold.
pretty damn cold, but we're gonna start off with the 180 here, and I will get her ripping for you.
Just some reference, guys, these are used markers, but they have been tacked by us. We are shooting GI 5-star there.
A little old, and nothing wrong with it. Got 298, 292, 292. I'll take that for my 3. All right, guys, 180R, ripping in the cold. Feels good to me. Let's grab that R5, shall we? All right, got the R5 in hand. Another used one here. Obviously different from what you saw in the studio. Same paint, same everything else. All good. Let's get it chronoed. 18, that's wrong. 05, 11, 01. This thing's coming in
296.
hot. That's fine. I'll take it.
We're close.
Close enough for me. It's interesting. It's like more thumpy, but it is like a smoother shot. I mean, obviously it's the R5, but like noticeably smoother for what you're spending.
All right, Doug, it's cold out here, so what shot quality are you picking?
For me, shot quality, I'm definitely gonna go with the R5.
Okay.
100% the R5, and ergonomics as well. I'm also gonna go with the R5.
Paint handling and efficiency. I'll talk about efficiency here when I shoot them.
I wasn't here for the efficiency test, but paint handling, they're both handling the paint just fine. I would trust the R5 maybe a little bit more. It does feel like a way spoofier, softer shot.
It's got a very slow bolt speed.
It does, and you can really tell in the way this thing is operating. I have no idea what the SFR is set to for this, but whatever it is feels great out here. I mean, I have absolutely no complaints right now, but as far as shot quality goes and all that and paint handling, I'm probably gonna go with the R5. Your turn, Joel.
All right, guys, so we've got the R5 here. We're gonna talk about efficiency and paint handling, or I will here in just 1 second, but let's shoot this thing real quick. All right, super smooth, and let's shoot the 180R. All right, now we've got the Gtek 180R. I am messing that snow up.
Yeah.
You know, I really like the shot quality of the 180R. It's definitely a little bit of a snappier shot between the two.
Yep.
But I would say between the two, I've got to pick the R5. It's just a really soft shot.
Yep.
I believe we have the stainless steel SFR in the one that we were testing. Efficiency-wise, guys, this is going to get right around 1,600 shots with a 77 tank with a 45 fill with our testing. With the Geo R5, we actually got better test results with the brass SFR, which is the smoother shot in the summertime. We tested both these in the summertime, and we got right around 1,700 shots with the brass SFR, whereas the stainless steel SFR, we got around 1,600 shots. So I'm going to give the slight advantage actually to the Geo R5 when it comes to efficiency and paint handling and all that stuff. I think the R5 wins, as it should. It's the, you know, more pricey high-end marker.
And for shot count, but let's go back inside.
Let's go back inside and talk about value.
It's too cold for this.
Alrighty, so we are officially warm once again because it's 5 degrees outside, guys. Sorry it was a little dark outside, but we wanted to get this video done for you guys, and we really, you know, the point gets across, right? Shot quality is going to go to the R5.
Yep.
Efficiency was actually better over the summertime with the brass SFR.
Yep.
And I actually messaged Jag Wood during the summertime. I said, do you realize that, like, in our testing, we were able to replicate it multiple times, that the brass SFR was more reliable or more efficient than the stainless steel SFR, and the brass SFR is the smoother one. And Jack's like, oh no, we weren't able to find that in our testing and all that stuff. So I redid it again and still got the same result. We got about 100 more shots with the brass SFR, the smoother shooting one, than the stainless steel SFR. So for that reason, I was like, man, like, that's pretty wicked. That's pretty cool.
Kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So really the steel one is just like for if there's cold weather or if you like a snappier shot.
Correct. Yeah.
Cool.
So, and then paint handling between the two, we touched on that.
Well, so let me touch on shot quality again too. I liked the way that the R5 felt shot quality wise. I just think it's superior. And this didn't feel bad by any means, but just there's something to it. I mean, it's a higher end gun. I think there's a reason for it.
Yeah.
Paint handling, they both did fine. I would,
yeah.
In ideal conditions, I would probably trust the R5 more just because I think that's what it's made for. That softer shot is made for paint handling like that. So I'm gonna default to the R5 on paint handling.
It's got a very slow bolt speed.
Yeah.
Which, when the ball's sitting in the breech and the the bolt starts to encounter the ball, that slower bolt speed will help, right? And it's adjustable between the stainless steel SFR and the brass SFR. That's what you're adjusting, is how fast that forward stroke goes. So theoretically, it should be a little bit more better on paint handling. All right, let's talk about value. I guess that's the big thing that, like, we can go through this, and there's a lot of similarities between the two. $900 for base colors on the 180R. You're talking $1,650 for base colors on the R5. Obviously, we got our fancy options here. Doug, are you going to spend the extra $750 to get the R5 as compared to the 180R?
It's almost doubling my cost, so no. Value-wise, it's got to be the 180.
Now, let me ask you something. If money wasn't an issue, would you still go 180?
Nope.
No?
If money were not an issue, I would go R5.
Why?
Because for the feel, for the trigger, like, because I tend to shoot more. I play more of a 2 position these days. If I have to be on that trigger all day shooting like that, it's just I want something that I can do it a little more easily with, a little more comfortably. I think the gun is more comfortable. I like the way it points better. It comes down really to ergonomics and functionality. Plus, I really like the way that it programs. I just think it's significantly easier to get through the gun as opposed to the 180. So,
okay.
And I actually do like the shot quality that much more.
Okay.
So I do.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know.
It's tough. It's not like it's not close. It's just I got to be objective.
It's tough for me, because I'm in a situation where I could, use either one as being the owner of the store. But with that said, I like the ergonomics. I like the shot quality of the R5. But I really think from a if we're just talking about value, is it worth it? No, I don't. I think the 180R is the better buy.
Yeah.
And I think I would be willing to overcome the small things that I don't like about the 180 compared to the R5 in order to justify the extra, saving the extra $750 to play. It's 2 or 3 events.
Well, and that's why I asked, if money didn't matter, sure, R5. But in a world where money does matter, value is king. I've said on multiple videos on this platform, the 180 has captured the market for value and still has it.
Agreed.
Could not agree more.
With that said, I'm gonna probably be using the R5 this season.
You will. Hey.
And you will see me with a really nice fancied anode one, strictly because I can. But if it were me spending my money, I would probably choose the 180R, to be honest with you.
If I didn't have the sponsorships that I have, that this would, especially now with the price drop,
$900, man.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? I mean, there's other comparisons that are out there. You know my opinions on other things, but yeah, dude, I can't argue with the value of the 180. But I'll post the final scores. I can't remember off the top of my head which one won technically in this comparison, but it's super close. You can't go wrong. If money is an issue for you, go with the 180. If money is not an item for you, go with the R5. Either one are great choices. But if you guys like this video and these styles of videos, please let us know in the comments. And yeah, if you guys want to pick either one up, link in the description for either one. We will see you guys in the next comparison video.
See you guys soon.